For sure. I think we want to. I mean, we could spend a little bit more money on something, right? Like on something. Luxury goods could make the population a little bit less mad. Forgery, relation with the EU. Sure, let's spend 10 more bucks on this. And we'll see how that goes. Okay, Ministerial leapfrog. Over the past 5 years, the government of the USSR has been headed by Nikolai Tikhonov, an elderly man who began his career during the reign of Stalin in the 30s. Okay, so who do we want to replace you? Okay, we want the conservative, of course. 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 4. But I mean, you are 80 years old, right? 114, unambitious. You are a partocrat, unyielding your firm hand. I think we give it to Vitale. He's recently head of the Russian government. Before that, he proved himself to be a talented leader in several regions. I mean, that sounds good to me. I don't see a reason to say no to that. Believe me, even though I was conservative, I couldn't have a good relationship with the military. The military, I mean, we will just simply, like... What if we, like, start a war? Like, what if we, like, invade Mongolia? Do you think that'll get the military to be more friendly towards us? Because, I mean, the leadership right now is basically maxed out. Which I'm happy to see. Economy is now -2. Okay, cut back on... yeah, cut back on on the luxury goods, okay? I kind of forgot we did pay Buddy, like, $5 a month. Which is quite a lot. Okay, so this is what our invitation to France. I mean, I'm good. I'm happy being friendly with France for sure. There's no points being friendly. I'm betting on anyone. Political authority -100. I only have like $99 right now, so like I can't go bankrupt. Okay, that's very, very important. We cannot go bankrupt. Go in partnership with ComCon. Vector of foreign policy of African countries under influence of USSR -5. But this is like a gamble. It can be good or it can be bad. Do any of you like not cost money? I could try to normalize relationship more with China. Because China does hate us. that is a thing. But it could also go negative. You know, I mean, there's a chance that China also like laughs at me again, which would be very funny. And then everybody hates me for even trying. But I guess they all have positive or negative. Like none of these are just like outright good. Like we got some good stuff going on with ComCon. If we get the positive modifier, but if it ends up with a negative modifier, then we look like a fucking moron. So you know what? Let's Europe is our common home. Makes the US like us. Or like dislike us. Civil liberties go up. Western Europe will like us more. I don't know. It's kind of like a hard choice, honestly. I don't know where we want to go to Europe or we want to go to China. You know what? We did last time we tried to work out with France. So you know why not this time we try to work out a little bit more with the Chinese. We have failed. I think this is the second outcome, right? We declined Mitterrand's proposal for a visit by the leader of the USSR to France. Instead, we decided to shift the focus on foreign policy to the east. While at a business meeting in Vladivostok, General Secretary of the Central Committee of the Communist Party commented on the proposal in relation between the USSR and China. We are ready at any time, at any level, to seriously discuss the China additional measures to create a climate of good neighborliness. We hope that in the future, the border that divides us, though we would rather say connects us, becomes a zone of peace and friendship. Ultimately, the leader of the USSR's desire for peaceful negotiations attracted the attention of Chinese leadership. However, their intentions were far from peaceful. They closed channels. They were drawn divisions from Mongolia. Okay, fuck you, China. Come on now. We're actually gonna have another negative event now. -25 on combat readiness, huh? I'm not paying them more money, okay? I can't afford to give them an extra $50. As much as I'm China. I just need you to like to. I don't need you to like me. I just need you to like to not hate me. Is that really so much to ask? And like they're at pure neutral. They don't like us due to the wars, and I mean that's reasonable. Vector for foreign policy, impose sanctions. Which wars is it they don't like? Is it the war in Afghanistan? Yeah, that's reasonable. Because I think that's the only place we're actually fighting them as well. But, like, -17, -5. Anything else I can do with you? We can support a faction. Wait, is this what bankrupted us last time? Because I didn't read the events? Because this would cost $15 a month to influence one of the factions. Yeah, that's absolutely why we had -30, is because I paid... I think I was doing it in Nicaragua and I was doing it in Afghanistan. I think I was paying like $30 and I did not realize it. Okay, so look, we're already doing better than last time, right? Because, I mean, it's impossible to do worse. Compel you to exist. Morale of the side of our government, it goes up a little bit. But everyone else in Eastern Europe will hate us more. Which is not good, to say the least. We can get you into ComCon. Cost $25. It also makes China hate us more. I don't want them to hate me more. Like, that is... Because I don't want to keep getting the penalty for going below 15 relations. That's really bad. You can't do any more trade. Influence. Puppet. You're a puppet. Move military base. No, thank you. Facilities for being removed. Don't want to do that. Can't put them anywhere else. Like, we could start providing military aid to some people, but I don't know like why we would need to do this. Because it's a monthly penalty. I guess it's so that they would like us a little bit more. But I don't really need them to like me more. I don't think, at least. Promote network, promote loyalist, one-time actions. Like, I don't think, like, any of these countries in red are not really, like, that useful to us, right? I don't think so. I don't think so. To be honest. Regime stability is rapidly decreasing, but it's mostly France and the United States. How come there's points for the UK? The UK is not considered a major power. Maybe they'll be at some point in the future. Who knows? One. Maybe I'm just like not influencing. Like the AI is obviously influencing way more than I am. So maybe I should be influencing more. Maybe that's something I've been missing out on. But $25 is a lot. That's for food aid, sanctions, economic sabotage. Again, none of you really like me. I mean, Sudan does. Yeah, let's get some more ideological outreach in Sudan. Maybe that'll have some sort of benefit for me in the future. Okay, the new CPSU program. The 27th Congress CPSU is approaching. For the past 5 years, the Brightest Mind of the party have been working on creating a new CPSU program. The current program was adopted in 1961. Khrushchev proclaimed the goal of creating a material technical base of communism by 1980, and that did not arrive. So okay, so you have two options to us. I mean, we go for the Brezhnev Doctrine, which gives us more support for people who are anti-America. People who are pro-America, pro-reform do not like this. More more influence for the conservatives. Yeah, it's a capitalism versus socialism thesis. I mean, you're also not bad. Moderates and conservatives get more powerful. Faction influence goes up. But you're like a very aggressive one. Very very aggressive. You're not sure. We'll go for an aggressive doctrine. As a result, a new version of the party program included provisions stating that the modern era is the final stage in the confrontation between the decaying capitalism and the triumphantly advancing socialism. The first section of the program contains an extensive critique of capitalism as a dying, backwards formation that brings war and threats to all humanity by its very existence. The rest of the program outlines the advantages of socialism over capitalism, and as before, sets the goal of building a communist society. Overall, despite the fact that the visions of the country's internal development remain mostly unchanged, the focus of the program shifted from peaceful coexistence to confrontation between the two systems. There's not a lot of content creators for these kind of games. I am not surprised. that is the least surprising thing I could possibly hear, is that this is not a big YouTuber game. In the coming days, the summit is set to take place in Geneva, where the General Secretary of the Communist Party, or the Central Committee, and the United States President Ronald Reagan will meet. Cancel the summit. I mean, this is going very, very anti-West. For sure. Relations typically by 20. Combat readiness. Again, this reduces combat readiness for both sides. %50 reduction, a big combat penalty. This reduces our combat more, which is a lot. And I don't know if there's a way to really influence this. It might just be like a 50-50 on whether or not it's the first or the second. Yeah, so it's a bigger gamble. Actually, no, the penalties for both of these are exactly the same. I mean, if the penalty is the same, then let's just go with like the first one, maybe. We'll try to cancel everything, less strategic weapons, and also cancellation of the SDI. That also will save us money, presumably, because I'm not going to be spending so much money on stupid shit that we don't need. Okay. Yesterday, the first official meeting between the two leaders took place at the Fleur d'Isle Villa on the shore of Lake Geneva. The interest in the meeting was so great that more than 3,500 journalists showed up. Although it was not possible to fully convince Reagan to shut down the SDI program, the American president agreed to enter negotiations to clarify the provisions of the ABM Treaty, which limits the deployment of missile defenses in space, but not its development. During the meeting, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Andrei Gromyko, and U.S. Secretary of State, George Shultz, signed a general agreement on November 21st. Fantastic. So we're getting more relations with the United States. We're having a more peaceful world, which, I mean, seems beneficial. And I'm trying to think, like, when did we... When is Chernobyl? Was that in, like, April, or was that in May of next year? Oil. Oh, yes. Okay, so this is now when oil is going to become starting to become an issue due to the Iran-Iraq war. Now, we could theoretically join the side of Iraq, with the side of Iraq, be on the same side as the United States and France, and probably get like a relationship boost out of that. I don't think that's a bad idea, for sure. You cost $50, huh? Thing is, we need money. We know this. We need money for Chernobyl. I think it was $50 was the cheapest one that we could possibly do. But if we get the Chernobyl event, we can try, like, just take out a loan immediately, but I don't know if that'll work so well. The company has a future because it's a very well-made game. Even though it looks like some Paradox games, but less focused on war. I mean, that's one thing I do like about it. I do like that it's less focused on war. Ecology, employment level goes down, but we do get a lot of good stuff. I mean, because information computing centers sounds beneficial to us. Because we have this unlocked now. I will take it. Where is it? It's in the economy? No. This is decisions. Where did it go? Wait a second. It's in computers. I'm going to take it. It's expensive. I know it's expensive, okay? Don't get mad at me. Not yet. I know it's expensive. Liquidate the Bryoska store chain. The Bryoska store chain represents special outlets intended exclusively for foreign tourists, party workers, high-ranking officials, and some other groups with access to foreign currency. So these are like high-end stores. People like it. Loyalty of all politicians with trade intelligentsia, but it's also bringing in... Okay, it also costs us money to... Why does it cost me money to liquidate them? I guess I'm not privatizing them, so I'm just shutting them down. Demobilize students from the army. 300 political points here, huh? The army will like me a lot more. The military leadership is going to take a big hit. Combat readiness goes up by +1. Leadership goes up by +1. I mean, I want to do it, but I honestly don't think at least right now we can. We're gonna ignore it for the time being, okay? If you rush the first 2 reactor techs, you can modernize the reactors and prevent Chernobyl pretty easily. It costs 35 from your reserves and gives you more research. If you rush the first 2 reactor techs, we can avoid Chernobyl. Da-da-da-da. So it's these 2. Power plant modernization. Okay, I see. I see. Can I move this up like the chain? I can, okay. Oh, but it has to... Proton Collider has to come first. Yeah, so let's see if we can bring down food, maybe. I don't think we'll do this in time, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We'll at least try. We'll at least try. Yeah, it's a tanker wars. This is our oil getting hit, which is bad. Protest against U.S. intervention. Make a protest at the United Nations. Impose sanction on Iran. The income from oil goes up. I mean, it's interesting. I mean, if we're going to try to go like a more pro-Iraq, like last time we were a little bit more neutral. So if we go like very heavily against Iraq, or very heavily against Iran, it's an idea we can definitely do. Now, Iran's going to hate it, obviously. Other countries in ComCon are not going to like it too much, but we're going to get more money. And I like money. So we're going to impose sanctions on Iran with all of you. Because you're, what, 3? I mean, it's only an extra +2. Is an extra +2 worth it for -15 relations with all of our allies in Europe? And elsewhere? And that includes Iraq and Syria? Probably not. Do nothing. Yeah, we're starting Operation Iran. USSR joined the sanctions against Iran, which includes a ban on international financial organizations from giving loans to Iran, on all countries from selling arms, and all aid to Iran. Also, all trade between the USSR and Iran has also been completely banned. Fantastic. Now, Iran, don't fund, this is very important, Iran, don't fund any rebel organizations in the Caucasus, please, and thank you. The threat of financial crisis. Your reserves will be depleted in a month. Will they? We're losing money. I know, because of oil. In a month. So I can't take out any loans. Return the loan. I mean, we're paying $3. which really is not that much. Oh, you know what happened probably? Is because we were trading with Iran, and now we're not trading with Iran. The Plenum of the Central Committee. The Plenum of the Central Committee of the CPSU begins a meeting of the highest body of the party in a period between congresses, usually for the most important pressing issues of internal party work. Okay, so who would we want to oppose? Is there a reason for us to oppose anybody? I don't think so. Like, we're already, like, really, we have a pretty dominant position. So I don't think we need to do anything, at least right now. We get more loyalty from everybody because everybody's happy that we're just butting out of their business. Sure, we'll keep it peaceful. Everybody will like me a little bit more. Happy about that. First thing you should think about is the new economic system. Get a planned economy as soon as possible. Then try, with high military loyalty, to give sovereignty to countries. Well, wait, what? No, I want military alliances, please. EEC expansion. Okay, so this is expansion of the European Union. Spain and Portugal will join. It says we're going to go bankrupt next month. But we have 55. And it goes down by 6. So, I mean, that doesn't sound like we'll be bankrupt next month. France having an election. The Netherlands are having an election. Don't care about any of you. Conscription of students in the army has gone up by +1. I don't know if that's positive or negative. -19? Oh, no. Okay, we completed one of our researches. We completed focus on local conflicts. Increase priority of military research institutes. Mission returns impulse on company readiness reduced by 10%. Okay. Okay. But we're losing so much money on oil, man. We're losing so much money on oil. We gotta figure this out like immediately. If you need money, stop importing art. Why do you hate beauty in this world? Spend less money on candles. No, I don't think I will. Art actually hurts you more than it helps. Does it? It's loyalty to the intelligentsia. Spiritual satisfaction, relationship with Western Europe. If I cut, I mean, we'll at least cut it down to 2, okay? We'll get it down to 1. Because what does spiritual satisfaction even mean? It's cultural satisfaction. And the intelligentsia, they're at, I mean, they don't like us very much, at least right now, but that's fine. Environmental support, diplomatic actions. Yeah, I mean, this should be okay.